Hey Justies, it's RC, and today I want to take y'all on a walk with me through the events that led to me getting framed on Reddit and how it almost ruined the yandere dev allegations. If you follow me on TikTok, you may be somewhat familiar with this specific situation as I touched on it briefly in a video. If you're new here, however, don't worry, I'll give you the too long didn't read so that you don't feel the need to cyberstalk my TikTok. But you can if you want to. So let's start at the beginning. I have been covering Alex Mahan, aka Yandere Dev, on my TikTok since 2021. And a few years back, I made an iceberg chart documenting all that I knew about Alex at that time. This is what led to me being directly involved in exposing Yandere Dev for the creep that we all knew that he was. I'm not gonna go into every detail, I'm gonna try to keep it brief and concise. I do plan on making a video on the situation in the future, but it still feels to me like the story is developing and I want to tie up some loose ends before I do that. But here's the long and the short of it. So a TikToker by the name of Bug Is Back reached out to me in September to inform me that a streamer and YouTuber by the name of Ali McC will be uploading an expose about Yandere Dev grooming a minor. I was asked by Bug and the victim Jane to help make the information public as I was known for covering Yandere Dev. So with proof in hand and Ali's video released, I made TikToks covering the story as it unfolded and took to Twitter and Reddit, specifically r/Osana, to help spread the information. This is where the story really begins. After making my initial TikTok about the topic, my DMs were flooded with alleged victims with detailed and consistent stories about their experiences with Yandere Dev. Unfortunately, many of these videos came without the same concrete evidence that Jane had that led to these allegations coming forward. This is pretty typical. Not many victims just have hordes of evidence on hand. There were a few, however, who managed to obtain screenshots of their conversation with Alex. Some of the screenshots provided had even been corroborated by a friend of the alleged victim who had come to my inbox first. And with this new information, I took to Reddit to spread the news. Now, at the time of posting these screenshots, I had no reason to suspect that they were fake, nor did I have any reason to suspect that I was being lied to. I ran the screenshots through photo forensics and I didn't notice anything suspicious. I did, however, at first, failed to represent the images as alleged, but then posted later clarifying that they were. I did not, however, discourage any skepticism. And this is when an argument broke out in r/Osana. A user who we will call Beans was suspicious and asked about the legitimacy of the screenshots. I told him that in my opinion the screenshots were real, but he was entitled to his opinion that the screenshots were faked. It's Reddit and I'm confrontational, so there was a bit of a back and forth. He brought up reasons that he thought the screenshots were fake. I brought up reasons that I thought the screenshots were real. I will say this, that neither Beans nor I was in a severely heated discussion. It was relatively civil and there was no legitimate reason for things to escalate as quickly as they did. It was during this argument that another user, AI Sky, came into the discussion with a very simple but detrimental post. The link was titled, "This is obviously fake, but just to prove a point to you," with an attached fake screenshot of my Discord with a message from me stating that my posts were fake and that I was trolling. Immediately, I thought to myself, hey, maybe I should ask for this to be removed in case that it's taken completely out of context. And I really should have done that. But I didn't! And I'm sure you can see where the story is going, huh? After this, someone, I don't know who, but someone who I suspect was close to Yandere Dev himself had taken the faked Discord screenshots and sent them to the mods of r/Osana as proof that I had been lying. Less than 10 minutes after AI Sky had posted the fake Discord screenshot, I had started receiving hateful comments calling me liar and stupid, and a large mod note on my post stating that my posts were in fact faked, and then provided the screenshot that was labeled as fake as evidence. This sent me into panic mode. At this point, Ali McC's video had been copyright stricken, and so most of the information that people were getting had been coming from me. If I was labeled as a faker and a liar, then why would anyone believe Jane's story if I had been the one reporting on it? This single event could have completely ruined Jane's story and could have led to Yandere Dev getting off the hook once again. I knew that even though I was at work, I had to dive in and try to clear my name. This was relatively easy. considering the original posting of the screenshot had boldly identified it as fake. It was as simple as linking the original comment thread to the mods to prove my innocence. The mod then made the misunderstanding public and cleared my name. After this, however, I did decide to remove the post on my own, as I quite frankly just did not have the time to be dealing with Reddit. Side note, after this I saw a bunch of comments on r/Osana that was to the sentiment of, oh man, I feel bad, we really jumped down Decepticami's throat and they were innocent the whole time. Yeah, I was! It sucked! Now I want to talk about my personal suspicion for this event. However, I have no evidence that can be made public to prove my theories. Everything I'm about to say at this point is alleged, but I feel as though I was set up on purpose in some way. The mod from r/Osana that I spoke to asked me, is there some situation going on that would have someone pissed enough at you to frame you for something like this? To which I had explained the situation with Beans. The mod didn't confirm anything, but it seemed to me that a Redditor had specifically sent the screenshot to frame me and to hurt my credibility as much as possible. Now, as you probably know, r/Osana does not like Alex, and they largely believe Jane's story. So in my opinion, it would have had to have been somebody that was close to Alex with the intent of trying to ruin Jane's story. Beans right now is the main suspect since he and I had been beefing earlier, but I'm just not sure that a user who hates Alex would try to save him by framing me. So that's how I was framed, but what about the screenshots I posted? Did anyone manage to prove them to be fake or edited? Well, no. But the screenshots are likely not from Yanderedev himself. In my opinion, the screenshots themselves are real and came from an actual Discord user. However, they were not from Yanderedev himself, however, a catfisher. I spoke to Jane about some of the stories that I had received, and she informed me that it just did not match Alex's grooming style. First of all, she insisted that Alex would never use Discord for victims, only his secret Snapchat. This is because he's far too paranoid to be doing anything that could be tracked on his Discord. According to Jane, while she believes that there are other victims, they likely would have come from Snapchat, not Discord. Second, the Alex that was painted in those screenshots describes a man with a preference for 9 to 13-year-old European girls who were menstruating. Jane disputes this. She tells me that while other victims certainly exist, Alex's personal preferences were girls aged 15 to 18 with fully developed bodies and a deep disgust for the mere mention of periods. The person in the screenshots just did not match Alex. But if they weren't fake, then what's going on? I learned that the Discord account in these screenshots were made exactly one day after Alex's official Yanderedev Discord. It's very likely that an imposter had made a fake Discord to catfish as Yanderedev and go into his server to prey on girls there who would have been fans of him. This theory isn't without faults, however, as several victims mentioned contacting this account through the Yansim Discord specifically. Until someone with a Discord with active DMs from Yanderedev who can provide a screen recording showing that it is definitively him, we can only speculate. At this point, the most recent information I have to share about Yanderedev is that his Discord account has been disabled. Likely his Snapchat too. Many people are asking me if I think that he's going to jail, and I gotta say, probably not. Grooming isn't even a federal crime, so it's not likely he's going to receive any actual charges. We have, however, reported the situation to the police many times, so everything that can be done has been done. I'll continue to provide updates to you as they come on TikTok. In the meantime, you can follow my Instagram and my Twitter, join my community Discord that's linked in the bio, and come say hi on my live streams. I stream video games on weekends at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and usually I'll throw the game I play up to a vote on my Twitter. If you're watching this on a weekend and it's 7 Eastern Standard Time, I'm probably gaming live right now on TikTok. So that's all I have for now. Bye bye and stay silly.